In a world full of noise and endless distractions, where the city never sleeps and voices compete to be heard, one podcast dares to cut through the chaos. Welcome to the Oracle 19 podcast, where truth meets thought and bold ideas spark conversations that shape our urban world.
Welcome to a brand new podcast. And as always, this is the Oracle 19. And my name is Mr. Greatness. And for any business inquiries, if you want to put your business on this platform, you can email us at evolutionoflondon@gmail.com. And that's the same email if you want to make a donation, a little free will offering to the podcast as we keep expanding worldwide. evolutionoflondon@gmail.com via PayPal. For any general inquiries, the Oracle 19 at the Oracle19Radio.com. Again, that's the Oracle 19 at the Oracle19Radio.com. We have different links to other affiliates, www.linktree.com/Evolution of London. You can support us that way. We have a Patreon channel, which we have videos, digital artwork, and consulting services that's not, especially videos that's not posted on YouTube, of course, and digital artwork and consulting services. www.patreon.com/Evolution of London. We have 3 websites where you can shop online. Our baby shopping mall, over 10,000 products. evolutionoflondon.com. You'll find men's, kids, ladies' clothes, house products, perfume, cologne, and much more. evolutionoflondon.com. Also evolutionoflondon.org, O-R-G, for custom clothes, accessories, and digital products as well. And finally, custom clothes, accessories, you'll find evolutionoflondon.store, S-T-O-R-E. So you can shop any of the 3 websites. It's shipped directly to you. And we appreciate that. So you can definitely support us that way and then have some merchandise of your own. We're on Rumble, rumble.com. Just type in the Oracle 19. You'll find us there. Rumble.com. And then type in the Oracle 19. Check out the company Royalty 9 International. They make homemade candles, 100% soy wax, 12-ounce jars from scented to unscented. Now the scented candles are from frankincense, myrrh, jasmine, eucalyptus, rose, blueberry now. Blueberry, just to name a few. So if you want to place an order, email the company for these luxury candles over 35 plus burning hours. Royalty9international@gmail.com. You'll find them on Instagram and TikTok as well. Mr. Will, he's been a fitness consultant for over 15 years. So if you want to book a consultation, email him at healthfitnessconsultant1@gmail.com. That's healthfitnessconsultant1@gmail.com. Music. Cheap Limousine channel on YouTube. We have a whole wide range of different beats. So once you go to his YouTube channel, like, subscribe, and share to Cheap Limousine channel on YouTube. And yes, continuing the train on YouTube is the Greatness 19 channel. That's our educational channel to open up your third eye. So like, subscribe, and share to the Greatness 19 channel on YouTube, as well as Mr. Evolution, our health and wellness channel. So you have a lot to check out. Now, the Oracle 19 is on all major platforms. We're on iHeartRadio, Google, Apple, Spotify for Creators, Amazon Music, just to name a few. So any information I haven't mentioned will be in the description box of the Oracle 19 podcast, the Greatness 19 channel, Mr. Evolution of London, Rumble.com, just type in the Oracle 19, and finally www.theoracle19radio.com. Well, today's topic is America out of business? Is America out of business? Well, I think you know the answer to that. I'm sure after this lecture, you will see for yourself with all the things that's going on. The U.S. shut down, checks, people getting their government checks, assistance, free cheese, welfare, just assistance in general, monthly assistance. They put a freeze on that, the federal government, and until further notice. My opinion, would it be permanent? This is my personal opinion. Right now, no. Right now, no. But it's just warning signs that, in my personal opinion, it's a matter of time where the U.S. is not going to give that government assistance like it used to, or even at all. America don't have money like that. Even though, yes, they print out money. But when you keep on printing large sums of money daily, weekly, yearly, U.S. is in debt. National debt is over $35 trillion. $35 trillion in debt. My personal opinion, that's why they go to war. War, when you conquer countries, you claim their resources. It makes the country rich. Been going on for centuries. When dominant countries go to war and they win the battle and they claim a country, they gather the resources. Makes them stronger. War can bring billions and billions of dollars to a country once they conquer it. So I hear the stories that the U.S. is might go to war with Venezuela. Come on. Now we know Venezuela do have oil. How convenient. Again, Mr. Greatness could be off. What say you? See, these are things we have to pay attention. So the U.S. is in big trouble, despite government tell you otherwise, tell you that it's okay, everything is great, and nothing is wrong, and we stronger than ever, tougher than ever, and resilient than never before. But the debt keeps going higher, keep on escalating. The different presidents, the more debt. Same ish, different story. no matter what the government tells people, this is why I say America is America out of business. No matter what they tell people, the people, the average people is living it every day. Inflation, the cost of living, such as groceries, housing, healthcare, they live in it. I know I purchased 5 items from a gas station just recently. Small bottle of, like, say, juice, iced tea, some mints, large bottle of water, Danish, and it was something else actually. Altogether, I thought it'd be like, many moons ago, it'd probably be like $10 for the whole thing. Now, it's $20. Just like 5, I think it was five items. And I just gave you, some, just for the most part. $20 gone. You go to the grocery store and supermarket and shop and get fruits and vegetables exclusively. And let me see. I just give you an example. Grapes, like 2 packs of grapes, strawberries, cucumbers, blackberries, blueberries, apples, oranges, bananas. That combination, $125. The end. Back in the days, that maybe be $15, $20. Now, $100 plus. You welcome. This is the sign of the times. And you'd say the country is doing well, the country is great. You have to fill up your tank, just unleaded, regular. It depends on the car. But it's definitely per week you gotta be prepared $100 plus. $100 plus a week if you drive a lot. And that's low. Some is depends on the car, truck. Some is $150, some is $200 for unleaded. We're not even talking about the good gas. And you say the country is doing great, it's doing well. It's fantastic. If it's so fantastic, why is it costing people so much money? And it's getting higher and higher. And back to the welfare system, or let's say supplements, or whatever word you want to say. Millions of people in the United States are suffering, not receiving their check. I guess it's now pushing on the 2nd month. So now you have millions of people are suffering. And let's say, for example, they stop the people, because the federal government is talking about, we're not dealing with it anymore. The states have to flip the bill to give to the people that's on assistance. So all of this is saying it could get real chaotic. So let's say millions of people do not receive assistance anymore. Let's say they permanently shut that down. it's going to get real in the streets. People going to want to find ways to recoup that money. More crime. This is another thing on the side. Let's just social media, gentlemen on social media, and let me just get my bearings correctly, with this. But on social media, this gentleman was saying that if assistance is cut permanently, people is going to do strange things to get that change. You out here in the streets flashing with your expensive car, flashing with your jewelry on. People see you. You can't be out here in these streets anymore flash. People's hungry. You have wolves out here. And you know what wolves do when they hungry? They hunt. They kill. They're on the prowl. You food to them. You flashing $100,000 chain, $10,000 chain. You food. You got to be very careful nowadays. You out here blasting your music, fancy car, driving through the streets. People see you. And if they have no money, they see you. For real, for real. This is the sign of the times we live in. And it's only going to get worse. I was telling my family members that the average person, we have to have multiple streams of income to survive. You can't just survive off of one income. The multiple streams of income will come if you have, like, say, a family. If you have a family, people in your household, multiple people's working and bringing the income in the house, or if you're an individual, you have multiple jobs. You might have a full-time job and a side hustle. It doesn't matter, but you have to have multiple streams of income to truly survive. Just to survive. We're not talking about to get rich. Just to survive. If you're making under $100,000 a year, you just surviving. If you really want to be at least on level, or say above level a little bit, you have to make over $100,000 take home. You could live a little comfortable. Real talk, if you really want to be on top of the food chain, you really need at least $200,000 take home per year, I would say. Or at least $10,000. Let's just downgrade that. $10,000 a month take home, which is $120,000 a year. If you're making at least 10 grand per month take home, you're in good shape. That's how you're going to survive. You'll be able to pay all your bills comfortably. You'll be able to bank money and save money quickly. You'll be able to have an extra flow of cash, where if you had to move around at any given moment, and taking care of your family. This is if you want to be comfortable. $120,000 at least after taxes. And of course, if it's $200,000 a year, you're on top of the food chain. But that's the going rate nowadays. If you're making under 100K. If you could be okay if you in the 80 to 100K, you all right. But the average person is making $400 or $500 a week. The average. So the average person out here is making like 30, 40K. The average. Most people work in the customer service, food industry, retail. We're talking the average. Yes, don't talk to me about the exception to the rules or people got government jobs or whatever. That's a little different. But still, if you're making under 100K, you're still living paycheck to paycheck. If you don't have, let's say, a year's worth of rent saved, at least about 50K saved, at least between, I would say 100K, because if you lost your income, you have to have that 100K flow to survive for at least that year. These are the type of things I'm talking about. Anything not like that, it's basically you struggling. That's how it goes. As painful as that seems. And we just talk about the economy, the cost of living. This is just the economic reality. I didn't even get to social and cultural. But let's ride on this. Corporate layoffs, corporate merging. You can Google this. This is not something that is a maybe, don't know, Mr. Greatness, you off. The government is right. You lying, Mr. Greatness. Just Google corporations that is merging or laying off or filing for bankruptcy. Companies every year. I'm throwing this example. Macy's. Many moons ago, I used to work for Macy's. I have a soft spot for Macy's department store. And now they doing cutbacks. And I think going forward, they're going to be doing more cutbacks. UPS is laying off thousands of workers. Let me see if I can pull up some information for you to show you how real it's getting. Hold on. Let me see. Laying off workers in this year. Say 2025. But years from today is definitely be something different. Amazon USA is announcing cutbacks up to 14,000 corporate roles. Microsoft announced 9,000 jobs cut in the first half of 2025. Hudson Bay Company in Canada filed for creditor protection and liquidate its stores in 2025, resulting in 9,000 job loss. Oh, we're going to keep going. Just to show you how real it is. And government say that everything is okay. Yeah, it's okay. Country never better. Strong. Let's see. I'm just giving you an example. Hold on. Just walk with me. And just this past April, UPS announced its plan to lay off 20,000 employees this year and close about 73 facilities by the end of June. They already done it. And by late October, UPS reportedly cut 48,000 jobs so far this year. Cuts include operational roles, example, drivers, facility staff, just as an example. UP freaking S. Used to work for that company too, many moons ago. This is just an example. But the country is doing well, right? It's flourishing. Can't be doing better. Seeing progress all over. This is how it's put out there. So, is America out of business? So far, and I'm gonna keep going. We're gonna keep going with this. That's my question from me to you. This is the economic point of view. You have decline in small businesses because they can't keep up. Mom and pop shops is closing up, and this is what you see in your state to state, downtown of your state. Small businesses, you can visually see this. Government tells you one thing, but you can visually see this in your state, city, town that you moving around. You can see the stores closing. I can see it in my neighborhood area, town, city, borough. So I don't know what the government sees, but the streets see something different. Shopping malls. You have shopping malls now that's so bad they reverting the concept of having businesses in the upper layer, the upper part of the mall. They making apartment facilities, apartments, I should say. In some of these malls, they building apartments. So you look down, they have a few stores, but they making apartments, building apartments in these malls. This is how bad it has got. Some of the malls is just empty. This is real. Malls is a lot of abandoned stores. What the shopping malls do, they get slick. They build extra walls. Like when the store closed, they build an extra wall to cover what I'm laughing because I see this all the time. They build a wall, cover the store, what used to be a store, and then put paint little advertisement on the wall. Coming soon. This store is going to open. Coming soon. Or if you want deals, shop here. Shopping malls used to be the place. But see, nowadays, everybody shop online. So these malls is either half empty or totally empty. There's nothing going on nowadays in the shopping malls. But let me guess, the economy is still great. Still flourishing. And you can see the decline of the US, and I'm giving this as an example. You can get to European nations as well. They feeling the crunch as well. But we're just focusing on America, of course. People are disconnected. This is something you can also see in terms of decline. Mental illness is running rampant. Loneliness is running rampant. It's an epidemic. People are disconnected, very disconnected, family, friends, and foe. And every family member, every families, I should say, there's disconnections. You'll find mental illness. People just falling apart. Literally, they falling apart. Men and women, children. Children at young age falling apart. How you could fall apart and you like 8 years old? Falling apart. How you could just be falling apart and you only a teenager, you 13, 14 years old. How can you be falling apart? You just a decade and some change old and you falling apart. You gotta take pills. You gotta see a psychiatrist. 14, 13. How you falling apart it's just a young age. You just learned, you 14 years old, 13 years old, you just learned to wipe your behind. Just recently, you just officially learned how to wipe your behind, some of you, just 3 years ago, 4 years ago. And you falling apart. Really think on that. Really let that sit. You got many teenagers. They just falling apart. As teenagers, 13, 14, 15, all the way up to 19, they falling apart. Again, they just learned to wipe their behinds. If they 19, just 9 years ago, they just officially know how to wipe their behinds. Falling apart. Now you know this planet Earth in general gots to go. Children is falling apart at such a young age in a faster rate. I'm a little bit off of the America topic, but I'm gonna bring it back. All of it fits in America. Again, it's not only America, but we just talking about America here. America is the microcosm of the European nations anyway. How can a country be stable-minded and the youth is falling apart? The youth need to see psychiatrists. They got have mental health, serious mental health issues. The youth don't even know how to do the basics in life. How are you going to survive as a nation? This is your future here. If they falling apart at such a young age, how this country's going, when they're adults, how are they going to survive? How are they going to survive? Obviously, we failed them. The parents already fell apart. Everybody's falling apart. So if the parents already fell apart, children's going to fall apart. How can the structure still survive? How can you have production and your people is not stable-minded? Your people is weeded up breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Your people is on medication, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. How you going to survive? Can you tell me? Maybe Mr. Greatness is off. Maybe you don't know what he's talking about. How? How? Yeah, and you how? It's a shame. So the mental crisis, the loneliness, separation of man and women in general, that could fall under loneliness. Decline in communities, no faith, no values. There's no morals and standards out here. You could do whatever. There's no foundation, spiritual foundation, belief in any belief system. And this is prophesized anyway. Decline of a nation. America, once great. Is it still great? The name still holds a little weight, but that's it. It shows within the money, the culture, the society, the people, whatever you want to use. So is America out of business? Let's keep going. Propaganda, especially bad propaganda, shows a decline in the country. Is a huge obsession for these celebrities, making them like deities. All of these actors and actresses that you put on a pedestal and thinking they are handsome or cute or pretty, whatever. Or they so great, they lifestyle so great, but they don't even take baths. All of these famous people that you put on the pedestal, they stink. And it's known, you can Google it. Just Google famous actors that don't take baths, allegedly. Hygiene is poor. That's not mental illness. Certain people is just plain nasty. That's just their DNA. That's a whole different issue. But you put these celebrities on a pedestal that they something fantastic because what you see, they look nice. Behind closed doors, they nasty as heck. Don't take baths, poor attitude, etc. Yeah, they have money, but they're not right. Stop putting these celebrities on a pedestal. They just humans. And degenerate humans at that, a lot of them. They just make good movies. Keep you in the fantasy. You live in an illusion. You make social media your new religion. You watch a lot of social media. You spend hours and hours and hours every day in a fantasy. The educational system, I just mentioned, that is trash. I talked about that recently on the show. Educational system is hot trash. Schools, universities, colleges have strikes. It seems like so often strikes are always teachers. Teachers don't care. They just going through the motions. It's hard to be a teacher. I mentioned this before. You have unruly students in elementary school and junior high school and high school. And they don't want to learn. So why the teachers want to teach? It's a lot of pressure. You can't say anything. You definitely can't touch them, and the students. You can't yell at them. You yell at them is a problem. Not even hitting, just yell at them is an issue. It's hard to be a teacher. I don't. You qualified teachers is becoming a thing of the thing of the past. Because why would you want to be a teacher? You really have to want try to see the future or try to develop the future with children. You really have to have a passion. Other than that, it becomes a paycheck. And you can see it. School system is trash, and they're not teaching it's an old system, an old model. Christopher Columbus discovered America. Come on, you teaching children mostly just work that is not applicable in their future. We living in modern times, so they need to know they need to have classes on basics, health, taking care of their bodies, um, skills. Need to be trade schools or classes in electrical or plumbing, so they could be productive in all schools. Etiquette, knowing how to men and women know how to dress, how to eat, sit down. That's important too. It's not that anymore. Food is trash. I know in my era the food was definitely trash. I hear it today is still trash. They upgraded a little bit because of health issues. I know in my time it was a common thing in public schools to see roaches in the milk. How'd that work? And I knew guys that, they didn't have no food. It was like jail food. And I ate nothing of it. Only thing I did like was the grilled cheese sandwich. That was all right. But it's like jail food. Bread was hard and stale. The milk, you find roaches in it or it's stale. I knew guys, because they didn't have food at home, they drank that stale milk. I know one person in mine I used to remember. I was like, ew. Food was trash in my era, and it's still, I guess, still trash to this day. That's what I was told. But anyway, school system is failing students. There's no structure within government. We know this is just nonsense, a lot of back and forth, political garbage, corruption. We know that. That's been around forever. Healthcare system is trash. The justice system is trash. We know the justice system is definite hot trash. And there's two sets of laws, black and white laws. We can't dispute that. But the justice system is trash. Healthcare, as I mentioned, trash. So is America out of business? It's always discussions, can America recover? We recovering? Watch us, look at us. We doing great. Money is being printed out every minute on the minute. Countries is not respecting us anymore. As they shouldn't. They doing things on their own. bonding with other bigger countries, not bothering with the U.S. anymore. The United States got to go to China to conduct business. I noticed this. Trump had to go to China, to the Asian countries, and give his proposal. You notice China didn't come to the U.S. or other Asian countries other Asian countries don't come to the U.S. like that to propose their business. It's like this. United States got to beg Asia, the Asian countries, such as China. They got to beg China for business deals. Beg. Yes, I'm saying that, beg. China's not coming to the U.S. and begging. Pay attention. Pay attention. If I got to come to your house, now do Asian countries come in to the U.S. and talk business? Absolutely. But I'm just finding it interesting that the United States they want to make business deals. They got to go to China to beg, or they will say to have a proposal. Let's use that word, to have a proposal. Begging. Remember, China, everything is made, majority of things, 99 plus 9 items is made via China or Asian countries. So who really dominates? Now, yes, other European nations do create, not saying that, but majority of stuff, everything that is bought and sold, everything that is in your household is made from China or Asian countries. True or false? Your iron board, the parts from your iron board, your TV, your car, maybe your engine of your car, maybe parts of your car, maybe your furniture, maybe the plywood. Well, you get it from the U.S., but overall, everything is being made via China. Back of your products, glasses, clothing, your Gucci, Louis Vuitton, made by China. So who has to beg? My personal opinion, okay? What Mr. Greatness knows. The rise of AI means less jobs. I mean, look at it. If you have more AI, you don't need, your customer service will change. Just using that as an example. Makes you want to reflect. Who's going to reopen the store when America is out of business? You already have China and the Middle East have big time investments, banks and real estate in America. They own a lot of property. A lot of property. They have big time control in the United States. China. Yes. China. Google it. Just Google it. See, the beautiful thing is you could check it out for yourself. You don't have to believe me. You can check it out. Check it out on your smartphone, your laptop, your desktop, and go on Google. Use AI. Gather your information. Chat GBT it. Yeah. There's many ways online to find out. Tickety tock it. Just type in, businesses and Chinese businesses in the U.S., Middle Eastern businesses in the U.S., banks and other corporations. Come on now. We got to be for real with this. We can't be stuck on stupid. Now, the government will tell you, yeah, it's great, we powerful, we strong, we strong. We so strong, why there's BRICS. Countries formulating among each other. Brazil, Russia, China, India, South Africa, and many more that attach themselves to BRICS. Countries is not using the US dollar anymore, using their own currency or bonding with China and Russia. Hey, Mr. Greatness could be off. Well, Mr. Greatness, no, right? So is America out of business? Who's going to reopen the store? Or is it already open by another nation? What say you? Thank you for listening.